BJ Beats.
And if we don't do certain things are going to continue to happen in our communities, right?
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10 and verse 12. And now, Israel, what doth the Lord thy God require of thee?
You an Israelite, so let me ask you: is your father a so-called black man? So so more than likely, so give you this. So if your father's a so-called black man, which I'm gonna show you this, according to you only know you an Israelite based on the tree line, which basically is seed. So if your father is this line, you will be from the tribe of Judah. That's the chief tribe. This the same tribe that who the word entity called Jesus Christ come from. So you'll be from the tribe of Judah. That's where the term Jew actually comes from, right? So you, Judah, Israel, he talking to you. Go ahead.
It says, but to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul, to keep the commandments of the Lord and his statutes, which I command thee this day for thy good.
Yep. So everything that the Most High has us to do is ultimately for our good. It's gonna be for our benefit. We gonna thrive. And you got to think he's the creator of this whole universe. So obviously his knowledge is at an unlimited thing. So why would we question anything he tell us to do? It's gonna be for a good purpose. You know what I mean? Now let me just ask you this, because he said to love the Lord like God. We commanded to love God. So do you know how we love God? You know how you're supposed to love God? How they say we supposed to love God?
Pray to him, right?
That's one way, but I'm gonna show you. He's tell us exactly how we show that we love him, right? Because it's love language. Like, I'm sure you got a love language when you're dealing with your lady or whatever. Like, you want her to do certain things. Like, I need you to show me you love me when you cook for me. Give me a massage. Come home and have the house clean, all this other stuff. And just like vice versa, your mom might want you to bring her flowers. That's a love language. God has a love language, right?
I mean, me, I'm going to a situation. I'm over here at the rehab. I'm in rehab right now. My baby mama did some whole shit.
Damn.
My cousin. So now I'm trying to get custody of my kid. But for like God.
Yeah. I just use that as an example.
Yeah, I went blind. I was blind for like 3 years. That's why I got this.
Damn,
life
okay.
Yeah, so I know it's a God. But like I said, I practice Muslim.
Okay.
So I'm really at the borderline, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I believe there's one creator, man. You know what I'm saying? What do we supposed to go by though?
Yeah,
right.
Muslim, the Bible. I'm just saying so much shit out here though.
So I want to ask you, far as with the Muslim standpoint, so like that means you don't eat pork and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So that's technically the same thing. You know that the Bible came before that, and we practice the same thing. You know we're not supposed to eat pork according to the Bible, right? And that's why I want to show the difference. Why us being true Christians, Hebrew Israelites, we are the true Christians, because in them churches, they tell you that you can still eat pork, come as you are. They would be not real Christians for real, but they are in the religion of Christianity, which obviously that probably made you go to being a Muslim, because the religion of Christianity is some bullshit. But practice that.
Like, I done study a lot of.
Got you.
I'm trying to figure. I just know it's.
You're trying to figure out what the truth is, for sure. So I'm just showing the difference with why a lot of our people reject Christianity, because it's a white supremacist religion. You know what I mean? They tell us that come as you are, you don't have to do certain things that's required. But with that, like Muslim, they do give our people discipline. But we want to know that when you really open up the Bible, it teaches you discipline, right? So get that precept that we're going to go to. This is what we're supposed to do, bro.
It's the book of 1 John, chapter 5 and verse 2. By this we know that we love the children of God, when we love God and keep his commandments. For this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous.
Yep, so his commandments are not hard to keep. And we know if we love God, we can love our brother. I seen you. I'm like, now I see something in your eyes. I'm like, let me say something to my brother.
Basically, what y'all say, I'm trying to sum everything up. I'm talking about y'all. I know y'all street guys, right?
Yeah.
This the formula.
This the formula, bro. This the formula, bro. It's just figuring out certain rules. So like, it's just knowing really what to do and what not to do, right? Because the laws of God are all in the first 5 books at the beginning. So small things we can start out, like when you first begin your walk, he says certain things we can do is like dietary. You already on the right path dietary because you don't eat pork, do you?
I mean, I do, but I don't. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of niggas out here that ain't really following that shit anyway.
Yeah,
you know
for sure. You're right.
But
You're right.
We gotta eat. You know
You're
what I'm
right.
saying? But I'm just saying, I ain't got into it.
So
like I'm a millennial.
Okay.
That's why I said Islam.
Okay.
They call me Knowledge X.
Okay.
But that's just a label, though.
Got you. It's just a label. Because we telling you your blood. That's a label. But this is more than a label. This is who the hell we are. Because we can be, since technically you are Israelite by blood, but you can practice a different religion, but which we're not supposed to. But it's like that don't define you. This is literally who you are. You are a Hebrew Israelite from the tribe of Judah. It's blood. So right here in the top is what we are according to the Bible. Right? This is our tribes, but in parentheses is what they called us because of something called the Hellenistic period, meaning when we was going through all the transatlantic slave trade, all this other stuff, all the atrocities that happened to us, we basically discontinued from our heritage. It was illegal for us to call ourselves Jews. They beat our language out of us. They beat our God out of us, just like roots and all this other stuff. And now we start speaking English, practicing all these other things, right? So what we have to do is we just have to know really what's required. So it seems like you need to know like what steps to take in order to basically start to walk in it.
I'm just open, man, because I respect y'all, man, because you don't see too many guys out here. Like, come on now. I'm just saying, y'all from hood. Y'all like y'all from the trenches.
We're from the trenches, bro.
But I respect y'all in some effect, though, because I was born in Mississippi. This is my daddy's side of it. I've been
Got
here for 20 years.
Got you. Okay.
I don't fuck with none of my family on the east side. You know what I'm saying? They did me bold, dirty. So I'm out here by myself. You know what I'm saying? Really, the motherfucker that love me is in Mississippi. That's my mama's side.
Got you.
My daddy's side they from the east side. So they put me in a predicament where I like, damn, you know what I'm saying? My back against wall. But that's the only man I don't need nobody.
You don't need nobody. You don't need no crowd, bro. You don't need no crowd, but look, the Most High always gonna put you around the right people if you need to. Cause look, give me that Ecclesiastes. Yep, because you don't need nobody but the Most High God first. But we understand that the Most High don't come off his throne, and he'll put you around the right people if you need to. That's why I don't feel like you ain't no accidents. You ain't meet us by example, right? And a lot of times, like, the journey can be a little harder by yourself. You got it? It's 4. Yeah, 4 and 9. Bring this out.
It's the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 4, verse 9. 2, I'm going to start at 8. There is one alone, and there is not a second. Yeah, he have neither child nor brother, yet is there no end of all his labor. Neither is his eye satisfied with riches, neither said he, for whom do I labor, and berave my soul of good. This is also vanity, yea, it is a sore travail. Verse 9. 2 are better than 1, because they have a good reward for their labor. For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow, but woe to him that is alone when he falleth, for he hath not another to help him up. Again, if 2 lie together, then they have heat. But how can one be warm alone? If one prevail against him, 2 shall withstand him, and a threefold cord is not quickly broken.
Yeah. So it's good to definitely isolate and be with God, but you also need to be around like-minded people. So like you said, you're in rehab. That means you're building yourself up. You're being rehabilitated. So now you need to be around some brothers that want to see you do good. They be like, bro, you ain't about to fall back into that. Or if you do have a slip, because it said a righteous man falls 7 times, but he get up. So you might have a day where you might do something like, no, bro, I don't want you to stay in that path, bro. Come on, we got to go this way. You need to go back here and do whatever you need to. So, you know what I mean? That's what we really trying to make happen, bro. That's what we trying to make happen. So I'm gonna give you a couple little scriptures just to show you this is something that you can start to do today, like far as with that dietary law. I want you to know that pork is something you can change today, because you don't necessarily, we do gotta eat, but God told us what we should and shouldn't eat because it cleans your temple. You know what I mean? You know you are what you eat. And so like mentally, if we put the wrong things in our body, we start to think different, we start to act different, right? God don't want us eating that swine. He don't even want you touching it, right? So you got that? And then you can hold Isaiah 66, because God gonna judge people for doing this. And people don't think like it's just pork. They think it's just food, it's just that. Like, no, he gonna do something to people that's doing this, right? So I want you to hear this right here, the law first. I'm gonna show you this.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 11, and verse 7. And the swine, though he divide the hoof and be cloven-footed, yet he cheweth not the cud, he is unclean to you.
So you know swine is pork according to the Bible. We say he's unclean to you. He could the cloven-footed, all this other stuff, but he's unclean to you, right?
Of their flesh shall ye not eat, and their carcass shall ye not touch. They are unclean to you.
So you can't even touch a dead pig. You can have a live pig, but you can't even touch a dead pig. You shouldn't even eat it, right? Now let me ask you this, as far as that. So that's like a land animal, and that's I know a lot of people eat. So that's no pepperoni, no bacon, no ham, no pork chops. None of that stuff. You can get beef supplements, turkey, right? But let me ask you this, as far as like, do you eat like shrimp, crab, lobster, and stuff like that? You know, we ain't supposed to eat that either, right? So you're going to go into the next part. Watch this.
Verse 9. These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters. Whatsoever have fins and scales in the waters, in the seas, and in the rivers, them shall ye eat.
So you familiar with fins and scales are on a fish, right? So you know, like a fish, it's the little armor, little things they got on it that you can like flake off or whatever. And then the fins is like what they have to help them swim. So if an animal or basically a fish in the water don't have that, you can't eat it. Which, like, crabs and all them shellfish. So they don't have fins and scales. They're crustaceans. They got shells on them and other stuff like that. And they really are bottom feeders. Like catfish as well too. They got fins, but they don't got fins. We eat like turkey, we eat lamb, you can eat beef, steak, chicken, you know what I mean? A lot of different fish. So you can eat like salmon fish. Salmon is good, orange roughy, pickerel, whiting, different stuff like that. But we don't eat no catfish, we don't eat crawfish, shrimp, crab, lobster, oysters, frog legs, alligator, none of that, right? But look, he gonna keep telling you though a little bit.
It says, and all that have not fins and scales in the seas and in the rivers, of all that move in the waters, and of any living thing which is in the waters, they shall be an abomination unto you. They shall be even an abomination unto you, and you shall not eat of their flesh, but you shall have their carcass in abomination.
So it's an abomination, meaning that's something that God hates the sight of us doing it. It's an abomination. He hates it. You know what I mean? And then a lot of things, like you ever wonder why our waters and stuff so dirty, because we eating the stuff that he told us not to eat. It literally cleanses our water in the ocean floor. But when we eat all the filters, now our water is dirty. Now it's more problems and compound. So as we said, when we listen to God, we benefit more in the long run. Now, I want to show you a prophecy, right? Because you believe that Christ is coming back. You believe
I ain't gonna lie.
in the redemption.
I do. I was born in the church. So my mom, they taught me that as a kid.
Yeah, we believe it wholeheartedly too, right? And when he come back, he already came in love, right? He already died for us. So now when he come back to redeem his people, he coming back as a lion this time. He not coming back showing no love and giving hugs and kisses. His people getting hugs and kisses, he gonna get it when they get put back in our land, which is, we believe that's gonna happen too. But when he come back, he coming to judge people. He coming to be a big stepper, bro. He coming to step on shit. Excuse my language. He coming to crush people, bro. You get Isaiah 63, and you hold Isaiah 66. Listen to this.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 66, and verse 15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire.
So it said he coming like a whirlwind. So if you know, a whirlwind is basically like a tornado, but it's like a fiery tornado. He coming, he said, with his chariots. So if anytime you see chariots in the Bible, it's describing what we know as so-called UFOs. It's gonna be a lot of them in the sky, because he said he's gonna crack the sky and everybody shall see him. He's gonna be like on a master, big ass UFO show, and we can show you this according to the Bible. They said they describe it as a mountain in the Bible. It's so big, that's what it looked like. So he gonna come with the skies, or his chariots. It's gonna be big ones and a bunch of little ones. Everybody gonna see it, but it's gonna be like a fiery tornado, right?
Verse 16. For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many.
So many people about to die when he come back, right?
Verse 17. They that sanctify themselves and purify themselves in the gardens behind one tree, in the midst, eating swine's flesh.
That bacon, pork, shrimp, crab, lobster, well, just all that ham, all we told you stay away from, that pork, the swine. Now,
and the abomination.
Now that's the other stuff that he said he hate, all the stuff in the waters, right? Without the fins and scales. That's the crustaceans, all that, oysters, and what else?
And the mouse shall be consumed together, saith the Lord.
Everything that he see, he get destroying that, and everybody's eating that when he come back. He destroying everything. And watch this is literally, that's another way how he coming back to destroy them people. But look, he about to come back looking for a specific group of people. So let me ask you this before I show you this. I'm gonna ask you after this.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 63, and verse 1. Who is this that cometh from Edom, with dyed garments from Basra? Is this that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength?
So they seeing a vision of Christ, and his garments are like dyed red. That's what they saying it's looking like. But we know that when Christ cracked the sky, when they see him vision, he's always wearing white. So they see him as red right now, meaning he already came doing something, right? Watch this.
I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save. It says, wherefore art thou red in thine apparel?
They asking him, why is your clothes all red now?
And thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat. I have trodden the wine press alone, and of the people there was none with me. For I will tread them in my anger, and trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment.
So he literally is the real big step. You know how niggas be saying they stepping? He's literally said that's how he about to come from stepping on people, literally. And all their blood is going to be upon him after he get through judging these people. So I wanted to ask you this. Have you ever heard that God hates? They never tell us that in the church. They always say God is all loving and all this other stuff. But we got to understand that we made in his image, right? So you don't love everybody, do you? You love your people, but let me ask you this: you don't love pedophiles, do you? Exactly. So right there already, you don't love if somebody was to do something to your mama. Would you love that person? Hell no, you wouldn't. God don't love everybody either. He loves and hates. He loves us regardless, though. We're the people that he always loved because we've done so much in the eyes of God that we really should be wiped off the map. But he loves us that much that his mercy is upon us. But there is a group of people that the Most High hates. Do you know who that is? Exactly. And we can show you that in the Bible. He hates white people. And he created them to be hated. Watch this.
I'm gonna start at verse 9.
So look, I'm gonna show you this. According to the Bible, the 12 tribes of Israel come from a man named Jacob. His name was changed to Israel. So we are Israelites because based on you are who your father is. So we're the children of Jacob, basically. The children of Jacob, the descendants of them. And so this is our forefather Jacob. The white man's forefather, according to the Bible, is named Esau. And his people are called Edomites, right? So we're going to show you this from the beginning.
This is the book of Romans chapter 9 and verse 9. For this is the word of promise. At that time will I come, and Sarah shall have a son. And not only this, but when Rebekah also had conceived by one, even by our father Isaac. For the children, being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil, that the purpose of God according to election might stand, not of works, but of him that calleth.
So they ain't even been a chance to do any good or evil yet. But God basically is saying he can do what he want to do because he God, right? So not according to what you done. If he rock with you, it's because he made you to rock with you. And if he don't rock with you, it's because he just created you and not like you.
Jesus is God.
Not the most high God, but he is a God. Like he's a representative of God. Like I wouldn't say that he's not God, but he's not the most high God. But he's like, he would be like his avatar. It's like he sent him down here to represent him, which he does have his power and his ability, but he has to answer to the most high. It's a hierarchy. That's why it's a Father, Son, Holy Spirit. You know what I mean? So like he said, the children being not yet born, we're going to finish this out.
Verse 12. It was said unto her, the elder shall serve the younger. As it is written, Jacob have I loved.
Jacob, you, from the tribes of Israel, Jacob have I loved.
But Esau have I hated.
The white man, he said he hates me. Hold on. That's the forefather of the white man. But when we bring this out, people don't, like, what do you mean? God don't hate anybody, so let's read it one more time.
Verse 13. As it is written, Jacob have I loved.
So-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. He love us.
But Esau have I hated.
He said he hate him. He always gonna hate him. He don't have a perpetual hatred against him forever. Always, bro.
I need that.
For sure. What's your name, King? Vert. Oh, Levert. Vert. Okay. Damn, got you. Look, man, tap in with me, bro. We need more men like you. Look, my number on there. My number on there. Shoot, you got a phone on? You can shoot me a text, whatever. Tap in with me, bro. We really gonna be up here at these spots every Saturday. But you tap in, bro. Learn whatever you tap in, bro. Get you together, build you up. So you come out here and rock with us, for real, bro. Yes, sir. You gonna got your back, bro. Peace and blessings to you, King. Hey, with that, I'd like to say, call Allah Yahawah, Shema Mashiach Yahweh Shah, Shalom.